So is the Steam Deck still worth it in 2023? I would say yes, definitely. Here's my Steam Deck. As you guys can see, I have the kill switch here with like a back stand. That's why it's able to stand like this, and I highly recommend it. It also has like some really cool skin that comes with it. And the system overall is well protected. I have the cover too that goes on top of the screen, so it protects it from scratches and damages. But yeah, so I wanted to discuss if it's still worth to own a Steam Deck in 2023, even though we have new systems such as the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo G coming out pretty soon, and perhaps the new Switch, which might come out in 2024. So if you're still thinking about whether to get a Steam Deck now or wait until the Switch 2 comes out, I have some really good arguments to in favor of the Steam Deck. Um, this is my main system. I have a computer too. The computer I only use it to play Warzone, and I also have a Nintendo Switch. But it's kind of like pointless to have it now because you can actually play the Switch games on the Steam Deck, and they play much better most of the time, especially the big titles. So yeah, if you're wondering, I'll just go over just to show you my list of games here. I customized this. This is one thing that I really like about the Steam Deck is that you can customize the user interference, so you can choose the colors that you want. I went for like some like really cool like cyberpunk type of theme. And yeah, so let's just go back to the home here, and you guys can see some of the games. I basically put all the games that I ever owned since I was like a little kid until now. So yeah, we'll just go over a few of the software here. We'll go to my library here, and then we'll go into my actual my games that I bought from my Steam Deck store. A lot of them are like recent AAA titles. I just got a Forza 5. I'll definitely be making a review about the game soon. And then also Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played it yet. It's just like I have a lot of games, and I just find it fascinating that you can play games from uh, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and computer games all in one system. So that's why this system replaces everything. And I can also play it on the TV if I want to. So it's basically like a really advanced Nintendo Switch, if you ask me. And I also have a lot. I'm a big Resident Evil fan, so I have a lot. I have like Resident Evil 1, the remake, 2, 3. I'm gonna get Resident Evil 4 when it goes on sale, and I'm still waiting to get Resident Evil 5 and 6 because I got a feeling that they're gonna remake it. So I'm just gonna wait for now. But yeah, I have a. Oh, by the way, this game here, somebody gave it to me. One of the guys from the forum. His name is Turan MC. So if you're watching this, thank you so much for giving me that game. And yeah, that's incredible. You have Halo, Days Gone, and all these games in one system. That's pretty cool, I would say. And besides that, I also have a lot of my collections here from my systems, previous systems such as the Game Boy Advance. These are some of my favorite games. I'm still working on getting some more on them, and they look pretty cool. They look really nice, and they play awesome, to be honest with you guys. The screen is big and everything, so yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this. So I'll go back here. I started adding some of the Game Boy Color 2 games, and they play, like I said, they play really cool on the big screen and everything. And I'm working on adding a few more. I also have my GameCube games. A lot of them don't run well. There's like a few of them that you still need to be they still need work, such as Star Wars Rogue Leader, and I love this game. But just from what I read, the architecture of this game is like really difficult to work on. That's why the emulators, it's not even the Steam Deck, it's just the emulators have a hard time getting that game to run properly. But yeah, I already have like my some of my favorite games here from the GameCube era. Skies of Arcadia. Like I would do anything for this game to be remade. I think a lot of you guys know this game was like such a classic RPG when it came out, and the game just the story, the world. I think it was very epic for its time. So it's really cool to see it. This one plays perfectly on the Steam Deck, or the emulator in general. So that's like a huge win for gamers, I would say. But yeah, let me get out of here. I haven't been able to start it yet because I have a lot of games that I'm working on. But yeah, let's go back to my collection. I also have a lot of my Nintendo 3DS games, but I don't really play them because I actually think you actually need to play it on the actual system, the DS and the 3DS games. But other games like the Nintendo 64 games, they run really well on the Steam Deck because it's a little bit older, so it's very easy to emulate, and they actually look pretty nice. Yeah, and then I have a few of my PlayStation 2 games here. I'm a huge Ace Combat fan, so it's really amazing. And then also the PSP. The PSP was just like an incredible gaming machine, and thankfully all the games run extremely well on this system. All of them, so that's like a huge win for us too. And yeah, I'm still adding a lot of the games, so you can see there's just so many games that you can play on the Steam Deck. What else can I say about this? The store is actually really nice. They have some really good deals. I'd never buy any game that I own unless it's on sale. For example, Forza 5, I pay like $29 for it, but I think it's like worth it because it's like really AAA game. Ace Combat 7, I pay like $12 for it. Cyberpunk, $29. Days Gone, $14. Doom, like $5. So, the Steam Deck has a lot of advantages that the other systems might not have them. And yeah, that's what I like about the Steam Deck. That there's so many games available for it, and you can just go to the store here and check out what's on sale and everything. So yeah, you can see there's so many. There's always like some games on sale, early access releases too. So this I'm actually thinking about getting this Project Sunboy. It looks pretty cool. I've been watching some videos, and it's still early access, and it runs really well on the Steam Deck. It's verified here. That's another thing I like about the Steam Deck is that you can verify to make sure that the games run properly and well under the Steam Deck. So that's a really cool feature, and the community support for the system is incredible. I think a lot of the I think a lot of the other rivals, such as the Asus, what's the other one, Ayaneo, and GDP or GPD, they're also handheld computers, but they don't have the same support that the Steam Deck gets. From the community, the developers. They're constantly updating the system, making it way better each time. You also have a lot of plugins made by the community and approved by the developers. To make sure that you can push the Steam Deck harder than what it comes with. So you can get games to run even better. There's plugins to make the colors different, And in general, I just think it's a great system, and the support for the system is incredible. And I think it's gonna continue. There's like a lot of the new AAA releases, such as Howard's Legacy. This game runs extremely well from what I've seen on the on the Steam Deck. When you compare it to the Asus ROG Ally, for example, this one you can see it's verified here. And this game, I've seen it compare with the Asus, and there's like the difference is literally like 3 frames per second, 5 frames per second. So it's not a big deal. And you can get a Steam Deck for $400 brand new, or if you wait for the sale, you can get it for like like 350, and then just slap a 1 terabyte hard drive on it, and then you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, you can see the system has a lot of security too. For example, you can have many different type of lock screen, for example, to make sure that even if it gets lost, people can access to it. I have here, I just wanted to show you my storage, because I highly recommend that you upgrade the hard drive. It was pretty easy, I would say. Well, I'm a little bit like savvy when it comes to this type of stuff, opening systems and stuff like that. I'm not afraid to get in there. And but if you just follow the tutorials, they're fairly simple and easy to follow. And then I went from this is actually a 64 gig version, but I got the Sabre hard drive SSD, and I paid like $100 for it, for the 1 terabyte. And I'm actually going to get a 1 terabyte SD card too, because it's not that I'm running out of space. Well, I kind of am. I only have 166 gigabytes of space. That's because Forza 5 took like a lot of my space. And that's the thing, I plan to get Resident Evil 4 and many of the AAA titles coming out soon. And those keep getting bigger and bigger, so I'm definitely gonna be forced to get a 1 terabyte SD card at some point, so I can have at least 2 terabytes will be enough to hold me, maybe until like a new system comes out. But yeah, I think if you guys are thinking about getting a Steam Deck, I think it's worth it in 2023. And the system will definitely be supported for like a very long time, I believe, until maybe the Steam Deck 2 comes out. And I haven't had any issues with the hardware at all. I play a lot. This is all I play now. I play like a lot of my games here, so I don't play on the computer or the Switch. The Switch has been collecting dust, to be honest with you. And it's not because it's a bad system. I just graduated, I guess, from the system. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a Steam Deck and you're still like thinking about it, I would say go for it, because the Asus and the other systems, they're good, but they don't get the support from developers like the Steam Deck does. And actually I'm pretty sure by now they're like up to like 5 million Steam Decks sold, so it's definitely just gonna keep getting better, the system and the support. So yeah, that's my video for today. So if you guys are thinking about getting a Steam Deck in 2023, I definitely recommend it. Goodbye.